But local MCs are not only battling a lack of support from the fans and record labels, but also lack of support and respect from their fellow artists.
Chaos said it the best, man. We're really just all crabs in a bucket, trying to pull each other down.
Nobody wants to see anybody make it before they do. On a general level, they don't love the MCs. It's funny because, like, you'll go to a show here in Toronto, and say it's a Canadian artist that's on. Everybody that goes there is just chilling. They paid money to get in there. Some of them paid $15, $20 to get in this jam, and they came in there like this. Because they came in to say, I'm a better MC than this guy, so I didn't even hear what he's saying. I don't want to hear his lyrics. I just know I could beat him. I'm better than him and the whole nine. So they're not even taking in what a homie has to say. Everybody who rhymes has some kind of story.
There's nothing to fight for here. Everybody broke. I'm looking at you in your faces. Y'all are broke. None of y'all rappers got your business right. Half of y'all that pretend that y'all got your money up and so any rapper that wants to come and hate on me or try to call my name or call anybody else's name, you're fighting for nothing. Get your paper up and worry about your money. The only reason why anybody would hate on another person is because they're jealous of that person's position.
Well, I haven't heard nobody hate on anybody Canadian in the States. You know, when you're at home, it's a different story. You hear everybody talking some shit.
With so many MCs in the city looking for their shot at rap superstardom and so little avenues in the T-Dot for them to do it, many artists seem convinced that their only shot lies with going to the US to blow. But with an overflooded American market, standing out to our southern neighbors seems like another hurdle altogether.
People have attempted in the past to go to the US. I mean, the first, you had Mishi Me, who was part of BDP in like 1989 or something like that, right? And then you had Maestro, who went down to Brooklyn to do his third record, which was, Nah, This Kid Can't Be From Canada. So people have tried in the past, but it really hasn't helped people. It doesn't seem, you go down to the US and you see how many MCs are out there, and how many people have their, foot in the door, are trying to get in the industry, how many people are climbing that ladder, right? And it doesn't really make sense for Americans to want to promote Canadians because they have people all around them that are trying to come up. So why they really want to help someone they have no connection to? They don't really get what you're about. It's not like anti-Canadian, really. It's just that they're obviously going to promote the people around them.
You could create a buzz home all you want, and you could work hard and hard and hard, but everybody that's created a buzz here and worked so hard to make it happen here, that spent all their time making their buzz here, has done nothing. Has done nothing for us. You can go to New York and create a buzz, and you could get in the battle circuit if that's your thing. You could get your stuff heard by a lot more executives out there because they want to hear it. They know that there's money in music. So why not create and focus your time in a place where there's a chance it might happen, as opposed to taking it or to creating a buzz somewhere where it's probably not going to happen.
I'm not going to say I don't love Toronto. I love Toronto. I love Toronto. I love Toronto. But when it comes down to this music shit, it's dormant. You know what I'm saying? It's like being a dead horse. You know what I'm saying? He's not moving.
If you do a show in the States, amateurs can get a show and there's like 2,000-3,000 people there because there's just so much people. Here, you go do a show, there's like 20 people there. You're trying to perform your heart out in front of 20 people. It's hard because you're like, I bet you out of these 20 people, like 10 of them already know my name. So it's like, what is really the purpose of this? And that's kind of a huge obstacle, is trying to get people that aren't in the industry, people that you know what I mean, are just regular people that listen to Flow, to love Canadian talent and to want to go to a Canadian talent show.
The main problem is economics, The U.S. has a lot more money than Canada, so they have more money to put into all aspects of the hip-hop music industry than Canada does. And that's exactly why they're a lot more successful with music than Toronto is.
One of the biggest struggles for the artist has been a constant stream of exposure. In recent years, even Much Music has begun to switch its format, creating a separate digital channel to house most of its hip-hop programming. Without enough push and marketing, Toronto hip-hop fans don't have enough time to warm up to the artist, and any buzz they may have created dies quickly.
There seems to be tens of thousands of MCs all over Toronto and Canada, all over the place, and there's nothing really to give them that outlet.
We need more magazines, we need more websites, we need more television, radio, video shows.
Rap City is still giving lots of exposure to urban music. I think there could be a little bit more support from other radio stations in terms of, urban Canadian talent. I think we need more radio stations, radio shows like, Project Bounce on a bigger scale though. Other media, magazines, Peace, Pound's doing their thing. Pound is still showing the local talent a lot of love. That newspaper Dose, I've seen some pretty nice articles and stuff mentions about Canadian artists in there.
The music business is cutthroat, and anyone not making money has dropped like a bad habit. In Canadian hip-hop, it seems to be cracking the market that's giving the artists and the labels the most trouble. And without any sort of support, be it from radio or television and especially fan support, the hip-hop artists won't see a dime from the music executives.
Canadian music industry is like the $101 lottery with the $100 ticket. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're going to put that much into it and you're not going to get shit in return. And that's even if you win. You know what I'm saying? And most people aren't winning. So it's like, that's real bleak. But still, that's the truth for most people, man. It's really hard to come up as a musician in this country. Really few. You could count them on one hand, the people that have done that and that can live off it, for the whole history of Canadian music practically, And I mean, I don't think that's a reflection of our talent. It's a reflection of a lot of things: the size of the industry, the size of the country, the culture of the country, the fact that we're next to a cultural behemoth, and we have to compete with them. Because that fact is true for all artists, whether you're an actor or, a writer or whatever it may be, you have to compete with the U.S. And that's really hard to do. But it's especially hard in hip-hop because it's their culture first.
Flow and Much Music are doing what they feel the people want. The ones who can really turn things around are the hip-hop fans. Without their demand, the labels will not supply.
What Toronto people don't understand is that none of us ain't gonna get nowhere if we don't support each other. We just gonna stay in the same place forever.